Warning, this video contains spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, then go watch it yourself before listening to my critical opinions that give away plot and story details. I mean it. Go watch the movie and support the actual film. Hello, fellow movie lovers. I'd love to welcome you all into the realm of bad superhero movies. These are the movies that are really awful at being a movie and a superhero movie. Today, we're talking about Man of Steel. Man of Steel is basically the main misunderstanding of Clark Kent, aka Superman. When I first saw this movie, I liked it because I was like 7 at the time when this came out. Now I watch this movie and go, oh, this movie kinda sucks. Now this movie definitely isn't the worst DC movie ever. There are way worse movies out there that suck way more than this. But this movie can't left out. This movie can't be left out. There you go. Yeah, nailed it. So, let's dive right into our sad journey of the DC bad movie saga. Now, before I start talking about these movies, I want to mention why I don't really like them. Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder says he likes Superman, and I find that hard to believe. I don't feel like he's ever read a Superman comic ever. Superman is meant to be a good guy, alien, known for his human behavior and existence with humans. He's seen as a human on Earth who just so happens... What? He's seen as a human on Earth who just so happens to be an alien. But Zack Snyder doesn't get that. He takes Superman, and all he does is compare him to God. He makes Superman an emotionless being who flies around and acts like Jesus. Snyder did a good job with the Justice League cut, but in this, he's pretty much playing with Superman's story, and it just doesn't work. He's always so intrigued by action for some reason, and it lacks any emotional significance because he barely ever spends time on character traits. He's always like, yeah, Superman killing people. Ah, yeah, so cool. That's so very cool, guys. It's so dumb, and I wish these movies were written better than this. Now, I'm not a screenwriter. I don't want to write a movie, but I feel like I could do better. You know what? I'm just not going to say all that. I'm not even going to try. But enough of the rambling about Zack Snyder. Time to review the actual movie. I think that Man of Steel completely misunderstands Superman, and I do not put that lightly. The movie lacks what Superman is supposed to have, the human qualities that make him work. In the comics, Superman is the likable alien who lives amongst humans and acts with them, but Snyder directs it to where Superman is Jesus. This isn't Superman. This isn't how Superman operates. Every single Superman movie gets this wrong, and it sucks that way. Every Superman movie either takes him and makes him a corny comic book character, or they make him an emotionless being who kills people. This is Zack Snyder. But whatever. Let's talk about the good stuff in this movie. Starting with Zod. General Zod is the only character in this movie that I like. And I mean that. He's the only character. He actually shows emotion in this film, which is something many others don't, even if the emotion is insanity. I will find him! Zod is a really compelling villain, and I love it. He actually has a motive that's understandable in the film, even if you don't really understand it at first. Zod's actor is the only one who is trying in the movie, and I enjoy it, but that's pretty much it. I hate pretty much everything else in this movie. To start the movie, we are given Superman's dad flying on a dinosaur with the ultimate codex of Krypton. Now this would be cool if it didn't go on for so long. This scene goes on for 20 minutes, and it's so boring and dull to watch. That's another thing I hate about this movie, the pacing. This movie is about 2.5 hours long, and the final hour is pretty much just action. It's not even good choreographed action either. It's just characters slamming into each other. And I mean it. It's so disorienting. This movie is so boring that I fell asleep while rewatching this movie for the review. Also, Zack Snyder doesn't ever put any cute scenes of character development in the film. In this movie, Clark Kent has a beard. And did you know that Superman has to fry off his own beard with his laser eyes because it's too thick? It would have been nice to see Superman fry his beard off with his powers for a cute comic reference, but no, we never ever get that. This movie lacks any good character qualities, and I don't like it. Speaking of characters, Clark Kent's parents don't work. In the comics, the Kents encourage Clark to use his powers for good and to save people. But in this movie, his dad says Superman should have let children perish in order to hide his superpowers. That's not what he does. They encourage him to help people.
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe.
His dad even dies for Clark to not reveal his powers in this movie. Could you imagine Alfred doing this with Batman? It's just not right. This is a character assassination that should have never been placed here. Also, another bad character is Lois Lane. Lois Lane is the dumbest character in the movie, in my opinion. She's not interesting at all, and is not even a good love interest for Clark in the movie. Whenever we get reminded of how important she is, I just want to cry, because it doesn't feel that she's very important. If you want to make a love interest for a superhero, you gotta make it interesting. That's why so many people love Peter Parker and Mary Jane. They work way better than Clark and Lois in this series because Peter Parker and Mary Jane are written way better than Lois Lane and Clark. Lois Lane is dumb and I hate her existence in this movie. Also, the designs in this movie are so awful. Like, look at this. Looks so bad and dry and stale. Ugh. Also, the destruction during the final battle is pretty much beyond repair. Superman destroys the entire city. This is practically the end of the world, dude. This is pretty much apocalyptic. And to top this whole movie off, it ends with Superman murdering Zod, which is just so very wrong in every way. This makes Superman look like a murderer and a man with no emotions or feelings. This makes it really confusing in the later movies when Superman is seen as a hero among the people, because in this movie, he's pretty much a terrorist. So yeah, I'm done. This movie just doesn't work very much. Superman's parents suck. Lois Lane sucks. The CGI sucks. And Superman's character arc and motives suck. The only thing that doesn't suck in this is Zod, and that's not enough to revive the movie. Overall, I feel this movie is hot garbage, but it goes up some points due to how bad the next movie is. And that next one really, really sucks. The stupidity in these upcoming films is so trash, and it makes me never want to see them again. With everything said, I think this movie stands at a pitiful but deserved 3 out of 10. Let me know what y'all want to see next, and I'll see you later.
You.